Hello YouTube, this is Jay, and this tank used to be my planted aquarium. Now what happened is it sprung a leak. It had a tiny leak which would just go on and off, so I just decided to take everything out and I resealed the tank. So that is where it is right now. And what I'm planning to do is I'm going to turn this into a no water change, no filter, no fertilizer, no CO2 planted aquarium. Now I don't really recommend you do this, but I just want to show that it is possible to have a planted aquarium without all of those things. So I'm going to show you a step-by-step of how I set this thing up. Okay, so the first thing I'll do is I'm going to add some of these plastic bottles as a base support, because I am planning to bank up the substrate a bit high in the rear area of the tank, and if I just bank it up high and I pour water into it, it's all going to collapse down. So I need to add some structural support. So I'm going to add a bunch of these. I have cut these out ahead of time, and I will arrange them in parts that I believe will require some structural support. Okay, so I'm going to do something like that. Okay, the next thing I'll do is I'll add dirt to the bottom. I'm just going to pour it to the tank, like so. I'm using just regular potting mix for this. You can really use any dirt, but potting mix is good. It's a balanced soil for plant growth, and it's really cheap. Okay, now I have added a whole bunch of dirt, and I know what some of you are thinking. You think I am completely crazy for adding this much dirt, but it will be fine, trust me. And the next thing I want to do is I want to pat down the dirt, because if you don't do this, the dirt basically, if you just pour it on there, it will have too much air in there. So once you pour water in, the whole structure will collapse. So you gotta pat it down and press down the dirt, okay? Alright, so I've added all the dirt, I've pressed it down, and I have created a contour of terrain to my liking. At this point, I'm going to add the hardscape. Okay, after a whole bunch of fiddling around with rocks and wood, I have finally decided on the layout. So this is my hardscape. This is what it looks like from the top. So these are all stones which I have gathered, and also the wood. This is wood from a tree root, so there was this tree that fell over, so I gathered its roots. And these are just some stones I picked up. So yeah, there's the hardscape. Now I'm going to pour some recycled aqua soil on this. So the previous tank which I demolished, I have saved some of the aqua soil on the surface, so I'll be topping this dirt off with that. Okay, I'm done with filling up the tank with aqua soil. Turns out I didn't have quite enough aqua soil, the recycled stuff, so I just filled up the back part with akadama soil. and the rest is recycled aqua soil from my previous tank. So now I'll be filling this up gently with water. Okay, I filled it up about 80% of the way with water. The scape has not came tumbling down or collapsing, so that's good. Got a little bit of detritus on top. And now it's time for planting. Okay, planting is complete now. I planted Rotala and Eladia in the back, some waterchange there, and I have a foreground of hairgrass. So I'll just clean this up and finish filling it up with water. Okay, so it's been about a day since I planted this tank, so the water has cleared up a bit. It is still a bit murky because, of course, this is a no-filter tank, so doesn't really have anything that's going to polish that water up, but it will settle down eventually. I haven't added any animals yet. I'll be waiting for the plants to settle down a bit and then I'm going to add the animals. So yeah, I will be doing updates on this as this tank changes and evolves. So thanks for watching, guys.